The Durruttì column. A couple of years ago, the Red Hot Chili Peppers played a couple of nights at the Manchester Arena. The band's guitar player, the mercurial John Frusciante, stepped up to the mic halfway through the set and played a solo version of a Durruttì column song to a confused stadium none of them had probably ever heard of the shadowy Mancunian institution. Frusciante certainly had done, and his delicate finger-picking style has been copped from the Durruttì column's main man, the talented Vinnie Riley, whose spidery arpeggios and chorus licks Frusciante somehow has translated into multi-million selling stadium fillers. Not that Vinnie seems to care. His 30-odd years in music have been willfully and gloriously individualistic. He started playing around Manchester in a pub rock band called Wild Ram in the mid-70s. They morphed into mini-punk legends Ed Banger and the Nosebleeds. Ed Banger got his name from being involved in a scrap at the famous Sex Pistols gig at the Free Trade Hall in 1976. They released a couple of obscure punk singles which are lodged in the memory of few people, but one of them was actually Johnny Marr. Anyway, factory boss Tony Wilson put the Durruttì column together to showcase the guitar genius's spidery talent, and they were the only band who remained on every label that Tony put together. The Durruttì column remained in the background, releasing great records and disappearing due to illness or boredom. Vinnie wrote an album for a solo Morrissey, and apart from that, seemed to have done his best to avoid the limelight, leaving a trail of great records and amazing guitar playing. This is a band unlike any other. When people were talking about post-punk all those years ago and breaking down rock conventions, maybe they didn't have the Durruttì column in mind, but they should have. The band fumble on stage tonight. Vinnie looks bemused. He goes up to the microphone and says, "Where's my guitar?" It takes him 5 minutes to get himself settled. He sits in a seat, fumbles with his headphones, puts them on his head, and when he starts playing, it's pure magic. The song builds up, it's beautiful, and it sweeps you up with its rhythmic prowess and scintillating guitar playing. Already Vinnie's been joined on stage by Bruce Mitchell, the 71-year-old free jazz drummer who's a Manchester legend. Bruce has seen everything in Manchester from the trad jazz days of the 1950s through punk and to the present times. Omnipresent on the scene. Everywhere you go, you'll see Bruce. Someone is playing a trumpet, and suddenly you're there in the zone. The zone that primetime Miles Davis created with sketches of Spain, but dragged through a post-punk hedge backwards. Close your eyes and you're away on a swirling, mesmerising trip. Durruttì column are that good. This is a band at the peak of their powers. And the song cycle tonight, a tribute to the late Tony Wilson, culled from the band's recent brilliant box set, Appearing to Tony Wilson, is powerful, moving, and delivered by players at the top of their game. Defying all laws of music and gravity, Durruttì columns soar, the perfect tribute to the equally mercurial Tony Wilson. Tony, who is a yin to Vinnie's yang.